Hey, yo, fresh out the.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Shotgun now for Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Another carry for him. This is ahead for about 5. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. From midfield now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's got it at the 5.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll hand it to him again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. To the air, Stroud. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Dell now in motion right. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Into traffic, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's Mitchell on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's the snap on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He's on the move. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Texans tie things up at 14. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw this one. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They put a receiver in motion here left. Now a give right side to Mitchell. No one around, he's got space. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
To throw it on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! Get some late points and the lead. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Now is York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 1. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on second. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Here we go. Where's the hot?
Stroud throwing here on first. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Texans 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he's brought down for a loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Go.
He'll look to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Trap 60.
He'll throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They go play action on 1st. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. There he goes, right sideline. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
You're good on the point after. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. On now is York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Okay.
They send a man in motion. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Stroud now on fourth down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on first down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Christian Harris on the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down. Here's Stroud now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run. And have him gain about a handful there. Christian Harris on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that will set up 1st and goal. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing from the gun here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Looking to the air here. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Where's the hot? Oh, boy.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's incomplete left side. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Oh, hey.
You've got a man in motion. Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Working quickly here. First down, Stroud. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. From the gun, Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Stroud throwing here on first. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now it's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
He's back to throw. And he's brought down at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Now a give left side. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff now from the gun. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals leading by 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
I ain't seen real brown since seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real brown since tripping up grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my day, I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money. What you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep it in my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. To these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of jail, at least I know I'm up, boy. My name is Bumper up a pump, boy, I bump in that Billy Sean, he ain't know, he ain't thunk. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun.